So, yes, guys. Yes, already, sir. Thanks for coming. Good afternoon, everybody. So, good afternoon, all of you guys. Uh, Welcome back to Seminar 2. How we can do the live event on multiple platform. So, I really welcome all of you. Today is second day of our workshop. So, I really invite all of you and thanks for coming. Thanks for all the teams. Thanks for all the Monarch team who has worked hard for you. So I really thanks all the team who has participant. Uh, so today what we will do, today the more we have a live workshop. The last Sunday we have like you can say uh, theory, and this time we have a practical. So we will first repeat the theory what we have done the last time for a few times for a few minutes, and then we will show the live how we can do the live basically. So concept of the today's workshop is like it will be take around maybe 1.5 hour. Then we'll do the live question answer, whatever question you have. One by one, you can raise your hand or you can chat the question and answer. So we have a lot of people with us right now. We have like our product head, which is Uttam Kamkar, our CTO Salim Sheikh, and our Monarch director Mehul. All we have right now. So I really welcome all of them to our workshop, day 2, especially. So I request Mr. Uttam Kamkar is our product head, will be explain you. He will give you the review of the last time what we have done, and then we will do the live. We will show you the live how the connectivity, how we have got 4 case 1, case 2, case 3, and case 4. All this case 4 we will show you the live basically. So I really welcome once again all of you, and thanks for joining. So I welcome Mr. Uttam Kamkar. He will explain the presentation one by one. So Mr. Uttam Kamkar, you can start one by one.
Welcome everyone. Good afternoon. And I will just run through and brush up whatever we have done last week. Last week we presented you with the PowerPoint presentation in which we explained what is Simba, how Simba can be used in the digital transmission using NDI streams, and everything is happening through the internet now. So all video input and output is going through the internet. So this is the new powerful Simba live. You can do all these things and also simultaneously stream live. So let's go through whatever we discussed last week. So basically, Simba Live product can be used in wedding, education, product launch, worship, sports, broadcast, these kind of events. So it is not restricted only for weddings, but it is now open for all the platforms, for all the different industries, because now more and more industries are due to this lockdown, they are all operating online. So we are utilizing that opportunity. We are taking that technological advantages, and we have built a Simba live system which can provide all these functionalities in one single system. Now let's see how we can do this. So let's assume that there all over the world, anywhere there could be your guest or any live feed coming from any part of the world. So in this diagram, you see that we have multiple inputs coming from Skype, from Zoom, from live video, or from camera. From everything, it is coming to Simba Live, and from Simba Live, we are able to stream to Zoom, Facebook, and YouTube. Now, I will not waste a lot of time presenting this PPT. We will try to see how exactly, what are the tools we use and what are the options that you need to select in Simba for connecting and streaming it to all these platforms. So let's go quickly. We all know about this one. Whoever has seen the last week's presentation, we already explained that there is a camera input coming in and also Zoom integration. So now we are able to do Zoom or Teams or Skype, any digital media platform which is providing the NDI video input, we can easily take into Simba and do the live mixing. Similarly, for education also, we can have a professor with a NDI camera remotely or locally, and then we can also have show another camera here, and all the students are interacting live with the professor. So this kind of technology is available right now, and it can be done in Simba. Also for product launches or for conference events, we can have multiple people. Now these two people may come from Teams, Microsoft Teams, as a live video input. Then we can have a media playing in at the background, and then also we have the Zoom people connected to the entire show. So again, it's a worship. So during the worship, we also have multiple people from Zoom coming in. We can have a media, we can have a camera live feed. Then we can also get a mobile input feed directly into Simba. So all these multiple location video inputs you can see, you can take in Simba and do the live production. So step by step, we will see practically how we are able to do this. And in sports we also provide online overlay CG. So this data and the complete graphics is coming from a third party solution which provide the data and the graphics for sports like cricket, football, etc. And we in Simba, we are able to overlay this on our final output. So we will also see how we can do this. And then also we have Zoom integration for broadcasting. For example, in news, we can have one caller from Skype, we can have one caller from Microsoft Teams, and we can have a media player coming, and few people are watching it and interacting. They may interact with the team here itself, and all the inputs can have their independent text below. So we will see how it is done. We last time also we explained what equipments are required for this, and the important thing to understand is first we should know which kind of live event we are doing. So today we will be more elaborating the case 1, case 2, case 3, case 4. Remember last week we had explained you about the case 1. So let me go through the case 4 cases that we have today, which is a very important part you to refresh once again. So in case 1, you can see that we have multiple guests. All are coming from different locations via NDI. So they are all coming from remote location into Simba. And from Simba, we are able to stream it to Zoom, Facebook, and YouTube. So we will see how the connectivity is done for this case, how the software needs to be configured, how the settings for NDI input and NDI output from Simba has to be done. So in this case, you can see that there is no physical camera involved. All the inputs are coming remotely from remote locations. Similarly, we have connected our today's presentation. We have a couple of people coming from remote locations over Skype and Teams, and we will integrate it and show you in the Simba. So here is the case 2. In case 2, you can see that now there is no NDI inputs here. We only have a traditional way of doing mixing, which we have physical cameras connected to Simba. And then from Simba, single system, we are able to stream it to Zoom, YouTube, or Facebook. So this is a traditional setup. Here you don't need any kind of NDI network inputs. Then there is a third case where more and more devices come into the picture. So we have 4 cameras here connected to Simba directly. So these are the physical cameras which are providing you SDI or HDMI inputs. And there is also a phone. From Wi-Fi, we are able to shoot in through the phone, and we can send the video signal to Simba over the Wi-Fi network. Then we have a drone and a mobile phone. They both are wirelessly connected to Simba, and we can take these 2 camera inputs as a live input in Simba and do mixing with all these multiple sources, and simultaneously we are streaming. So in all the 4 cases, remember that streaming is common. We are streaming it to multiple platforms, and this is case number 4, which is the ultimate case, where we have all kinds of various different inputs coming into Simba, and then we are mixing it together. So here you can see, just like case 1, we have all multiple devices input coming in. Then we have physical camera connected again to Simba, and then we have mobile input and drone input. These both inputs are coming through Wi-Fi going into Simba system. So for all these 4 cases, you might have noticed that we just have a Simba system, and whatever inputs and outputs we are getting is coming from a single system. So let's see how it is done, what are the equipments required, how complicated it is, and how to set it up. So we will go further and we will try to see how it is done. So mainly, as we explained, we can have physical camera inputs, but to have the physical camera inputs into Simba, you need a physical input output hardware, which can be Blackmagic, Aja, or Streamlabs SDI or HDMI video input card. But if you want to do just using the NDI input sources through network, then you don't need any video input output card. You can simply stream all your inputs through the NDI, that we will explain and show you how it is done. And from output from Simba, it's simple. You can stream it to YouTube and Facebook directly from Simba. We have a module where you are able to stream YouTube and Facebook simultaneously. Plus, you can give, if you have an output hardware, you can stream this output hardware to LED display panel or your output, and then you can stream it to Zoom and also record it. So these are all various different output formats that you are able to control using Simba. So let's not go much deep into this, because last week we already discussed this. These are the Aja, Blackmagic, and Streamlab input and output cards that you can use with Simba Live. Then this is the drone input. We will see how it is connected. We will also see how physically the mobile input comes into Simba. We will show you actual scene where the cables and the cameras are connected. Now this is again a cricket scoreboard. So there are few third-party websites from where you will get these data along with the graphics and all the animations. You can just simply select the tournament and the match, the current day's match, whatever, and they will provide you all these kind of ticker, lower third, and graphics. And what Simba does is, apart from the 6 live physical inputs, we also offer an option to overlay these graphics as a overlay. It's a alpha 32-bit alpha channel overlay. So let's assume that the background which you are seeing the live match is the final output from mixed output from Simba, and these graphics are getting overlaid from these service providers, and we simply take these graphics and use it as a overlay. Just like we use logos, we can use these graphics as overlay. Simba also supports 3D transitions, and there are a lot of 3D transitions. There is a new pack, premium pack, which we have released recently. You can watch the effects on YouTube as well. Simba is so powerful that it can work on laptop as well. So since we have the option to expand our video inputs using NDI network inputs, you don't need actually the physical hardware for video input and output. So laptop is another compact and portable device where you can use a Simba during live. So these, we are talking about the transitions that are free available for you. And the biggest benefit again is it's made in India. So we support high definition, standard definition video inputs. We also support 4K input, but the 4K input is only restricted to input side. But because the final output is going to get downscaled to high definition or your native resolution, whatever you select in Simba Live. So 4K input, we have provided support for this. Considering that anyone has the 4K camera, they can still use 4K camera and still shoot in 4K format and take input into Simba. Then we have simultaneous recording, 2 media sequences, roll, crawl, digital clock, logo, up to 6 live PIP. Since we support 6 inputs, we are able to show 6 sources simultaneously. It could be from camera or it could be from NDI, whatever. We have inbuilt multi-viewer audio mixer, and it's a hardware based input output, and you can use without hardware also if you want to use with NDI. And we support 4K resolution input, or we also support progressive video input. So mainly the Simba product is completely user friendly, and we provide complete training for this as well. So the cost of the product is just 35,000 rupees plus GST. and it's a 1 year unlimited usage. Since it is a recharge based module, the validity is for 1 year, and in this 1 year you get all the new transitions, the premium transitions which we are releasing. You will get 1 year free, and also all the software updates will be free for you for that 1 year. The Simba Live, after paying the particular amount, you will get software and dongle. So it's the only thing that you require. There is no hardware in this, and the PC will be, we will give you the configuration and you have to build your own PC, but we provide you with the software and the dongle. The validity, as I mentioned, that it's a 1 year, 360 days validity. After this, if you want to renew, you can renew it for next another 1 year, which will be 16,500 plus GST, or you can increase it to 1 month. So we have 1 year, 1 month, 1 week, or 1 day also. If you want to, if you just want to use it for 1 week, you just recharge for 1 week, and that's it. Then you don't have to pay anything. So these are the benefits. As I explained, that while you are into validity period, you will get everything free of charge for the graphics content and also the software updates. And if you are opting for a lifetime, you don't want to go for any recharge base, then it will be 1,20,000 plus GST, and we will also provide new software and content validity for 1 year. And also the major good news is that we support 30 days money back guarantee. So if you don't like the product, or if you are not satisfied with the product, there will be no questions asked. We will simply retake this machine. Then the Simba Live, as I told you, that 35,000 plus GST is for Simba Live only. And if you want to opt for the Simba Live plus NLE, which is Monarch Smart Cut Pro, it's a highly advanced non-linear editing system which provides complete freedom for wedding industry and for video editing solutions. So you can also opt for these two, which we call it as Duo. So there are two variants, Model 1 and Model 2, and Model 2 will have these two combo products, which will cost you 65,000 plus GST. These are some of the PC configuration that you should have for to be able to use Simba Live using the laptop. And just note that all these laptops are not low end; they are gaming laptops, which should have higher GPU power, and also it should run on a very good CPU. Uh, so you can also take input from HDMI or SDI. There is a converter. These are the very cheap and easy to get USB to HDMI converters in the market. You can connect this so that you can get directly camera input into the laptop. So when you're using laptop, you can use cameras using the USB port or the Thunderbolt port. So if you want more than one or two inputs, you can go for a device like this. So this device takes in all your four cameras or multiple cameras. It is connected using the Thunderbolt port to your laptop, and you can do mixing with all these four physical cameras. But again, let me remind you that the laptop must be a gaming laptop or a very high powerful high end piece laptop. uh, Thunderbolt has various different video connectivity. So in this box, what you get is that you can, this is actually a PCI extender adapter. So you simply connect this box to using Thunderbolt to your laptop. And since laptop doesn't have any option of PCI card installation, just like PC we have on the motherboard, we install in video input and video output cards. Laptop doesn't have that feature, so there is a extension adapter here, wherein you can put your video input and output cards just like you put in your PC. So this gives you ability to use your hardware for video input and output from this box and use it in a laptop. Again, the laptop configuration is defined here, and you will see. Now let's see how can we do this, all this kind of stuff, and what equipments are required to do this. So let's talk about case one. Again, we come back to the case one where we are taking all the inputs from network, from NDI, and we don't have any physical camera connected for using this NDI sources. And we are again using only one system for taking input from various NDI sources and also outputting it to the various platforms. But it is always recommended to have a client system for streaming and taking Zoom input and outputs. But it is still possible using Simba Live in single system, but we always recommend to have a client system so that the editor who is doing editing and mixing on Simba Live has complete focus over what he is doing, and the client system can have all the video inputs, NDI inputs, and all other stuff happening like streaming also from the client system. So for doing case one, let's understand what you need at the Simba end. Okay, we have a Simba system. If you are doing a live or any event, you have a Simba system. This is a must. This is required for to be able to do this live. Then whatever inputs you are getting, maybe it's from a Skype call from a different location anywhere in the world, there is a Microsoft Teams, Google Meet, or Zoom. Whatever these inputs, all these inputs should be connected to internet, and your internet, the internet cable will go to your Wi-Fi router. So your Simba live system should be connected to a Wi-Fi router, and your external internet should be connected to the same network, and whatever inputs you are getting through the internet, that you are able to see in Simba Live. We will show you exactly this. This is a diagram representation workflow, but we will also show you using a real mobile camera shot where you will be able to see how the connection is practically done in Simba system. So like we talked about client system as well, so it is very important to understand this client system and Simba system both again are connected to the same Wi-Fi router, same network, and we are able to send and receive this streaming data from client system itself. For example, you are taking all these mobile and guest camera inputs in Simba, you are doing all the mixing, and if you want to stream this output to Zoom or Google Meet, you can do using the client system. So client system will automatically relieve some load from your PC, and it can take all the workflow of streaming your output onto the platforms. So from the guest side, what is required at the guest level? If you want to send your video directly to Skype or Zoom or Microsoft Teams, then these guests will need at least a mobile device or a laptop or a PC or a tablet. Any of these devices, they should have internet, they should connect to the internet, they should connect to that particular session where Simba is getting operated, and through internet they can be from any location, from any different software, they could be calling all together simultaneously, and Simba has the ability to take inputs from various different platforms all together. You can take one input from Skype, you can take one input from Microsoft Teams, and one input can be taken from Zoom or Google Meet or any other different platform. And once it comes into Simba, and we are able to show all these video inputs simultaneously. So for the guest has to have the video input device, a mobile or a laptop from where he is going to call. So there will be a Zoom conference ID, and from that the guest is also able to interact with all the other different people, those who are connected in the Zoom meeting. So let's see how we are able to do this. So last time we discussed about the NDI, what is NDI, so and what are the limitations and quality for NDI. So NDI is actually uncompressed video, so it's a video signal along with audio which is sent through a network, which is network device interface. It's a completely new technology. It's It's owned by Newtek, and it's a free, completely free internet protocol where we can use all these different sources. As you can see that there are multiple sources coming from different locations or from any different formats. We are getting it into our LAN and we are sending that input to Simba. And from Simba, we are able to uh, mix all these different sources simultaneously, and we are able to either record or stream it on air. So next up, we will see about the quality. NDI quality is lossless compression, which gives you very high quality, and it is very easy to manage the cabling and input and output sources. So basically, India is nothing but a interface where we are able to send video and audio through a single network cable. So it can be Cat6 cable or Cat6e cable, and the length of the cable comes around 100 meters. So if you have an NDI camera, you connect the NDI camera directly to your destination device, you can go up to 100 meters. So it is roughly around 328 feet. And if you want to extend it more further, you can opt for an additional repeater in between to increase your distance. Or you can have fiber optic connect converters where it converts your NDI signal to fiber optic and it can send in kilometers. And there is no quality loss since it's a digital signal sending through the network. There is no quality loss, but there will be a little bit of delay. We will talk about the delay later. And if you are connecting NDI cameras, so there are very economical solutions for NDI cameras available in the market, and each HD NDI stream consumes around 100 Mbps of bandwidth. Now, since we are talking about the network input, there is a one major heart to transmit all this data, which is the internet bandwidth. So the more internet bandwidth you have, the more live streams you are able to send it across the network to Simba. So which means that if you are using 1 gigabyte of network connection, you can have multiples of camera inputs. Let's say 9 or 10 HD camera streams you can send through one system, one router, and it goes through the single cable. So it's a very convenient and very compact, compatible and compact solution for all the multiple inputs. So talking about delay, there is a 1 to 2 frame delay in NDI signal. So if you are getting any input stream from as a NDI from anywhere, there is a 1 to 2 frame delay. Plus, whatever delay is coming from your Simba Live system or your mixing device. So Simba Live currently has 10 frames, 10 to 12 frames of delay. So you have to add another 1 or 2 frames for the NDI, and this will be your final output. But your final output will always be synchronized with audio and video, because in Simba Live, we have such a mechanism that even if your video is coming with any amount of delay, we always sync audio and video together to send it to output. So what are the NDI sources? So there are many different NDI sources available in the market today. So one of them is NDI camera. Then you have NDI, SDI to NDI converters. So if you have a SDI or HDMI camera, and if you want to convert it to NDI, it is easily possible using this converter. Then there are NDI scan converter software. We will also show you what is this scan converter. Then Simba Live, it's a video switcher which supports input and output. And mobile phone also, Android or iPhone, you can directly shoot and send it to NDI into Simba. And these are some of the CG software, like just like we talked about the sports, we are able to get the graphics from third party, and using the NDI, we are able to show. So these are some of the camera samples. I will not go more deep into this because we already discussed this last week. These are the converters. This is the scan converter. Let's see this practically, how the scan converter works. And also we will see practically how the Android or mobile app is connected using Wi-Fi to Simba system. These are some of the bandwidth which is going to use with various formats. So NDI, as I explained, that one HD input would take around roughly around 100. But if you have NDI HX format, which is a high efficiency format, it takes about 16 Mbps of internet bandwidth. So the more higher resolution you go, the more bandwidth it is going to consume. So similarly, it's also the same example where you can have one Ultra HD P60 video input. It takes 250. So if you are having 1 GB of internet, then you are able to take 4 of such kind of video streams in Ultra HD. So now practically we are coming into the case one, where we are getting all these streams remotely from remote locations. And this is the connectivity that we have done. And this connectivity, we will show you practically how it is done. But to get involved into any kind of event, you first need to create your Skype ID, because if you are going to call, if you're going to send a call to Simba system for your video conferencing, then you must sign in to Skype ID, and you are able to then get a Skype ID from where you can practically call to the Simba operator. So first you have to sign up, then your Skype ID must be sent to the Simba operator. Then Simba operator will admit you to the conference, which is when you log in, your video will be streamed directly. So these are some of the Simba Live application interface selection methods. You just select the NDI, and here are all the list of NDI sources that are available into your network. So we will not go more deep into this. And once everything is set up, you are able to do live. And then step 4 is like whatever audio inputs you, if you have a multiple inputs coming into Simba Live, and if you want to tweak your audio, if your audio level is low or high, you can manipulate using this audio mixer. And then finally, from the Simba Live system itself, we have a module for live streaming. So we can stream directly to YouTube and Facebook. We will see live how to configure YouTube streaming and live streaming simultaneously. And also Simba Live can be streamed directly to Zoom as an input. As you can see here, we have a Simba system installed with Zoom here, and we are sending the output of Simba to another Zoom ID. Here you can see that this is a Zoom conference, and within the Zoom conference, we have our Simba Live final PGM output. So we will see all these examples. Now this is using the client system. As I told you, we can do mixing using the Simba Live system as well, or we can stream using a client system. So client system is sending the same Simba output to your Zoom conferencing. So we are able to send to Zoom, to YouTube, to Google Meet. All can be done using Simba system, or it can be done using a client system. We always recommend to have a client system, because Simba system will be always busy working on the editing part of the event. So now we will see practically how the inputs are coming in and how the outputs are going to various different platforms. So let me stop my presentation, and we will go next to our studio, where we have set up the Simba system, and there you will be able to see how the connectivity and connections are done for NDI input sources mainly. So let me stop my presentation, and I send my
Yes, Uttam.
output.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Uttam. I'm ready, so don't worry about that. So I really welcome all of you back. Now we will show the live how the case number 1. So we discussed last time, last Sunday we have a complete presentation of this one. So I think you can see my screen. Let me check. No. Okay. So now we'll show you the live how this will be happen. So I'm just sharing my screen. Just have a look. Okay, so this is a Sharing screen. Can you see my picture?
Yes.
Guys, all
Yes,
of you?
PPT
Yes.
is,
Okay.
PPT is
So
there.
this is the case we are showing you now. Last Sunday, we have done this item live. So now we will show the practical. We have a remote guest. So which is there already outside. So we have remote guest going to Simba and we are doing YouTube, Facebook live. So now how this happened? So I will show you now live. We'll take to the camera studio. So the finally you can see output on the screen. So we have a guest already in different location. Uttam Bhai, our CTO, sorry, product head, and Salim Sheikh is our CTO. They are already in different location. All the video is coming inside the Simba, and final output you are watching. What you can see on the screen, multiple guests sitting on the one window, text, graphics, overlay, video. Can you play Mehul effects once again? So you can see my multiple graphics, multiple layer video play once again. So now this all done by the Simba Live. So now let's back how this we take this one. So I will now take the stop the video. And now I will take you to the studio live where we have a live source in different cameras. So how this come? So let's start to the video. I will just stop this one. Let's start take to the studio practically. So I will stop my video. Have a look. Now you can see this is the studio which is live, and now I will show you step by step. So what is the step by step? Mike one. Hello. Okay. So now what is the step by step? I will show you how this is connected, what equipment you require on a step on a case one. So now case one, we have guests coming from a different location. So in the Simba, you can see the Simba is already in the system, below system, in the Simba. Or in the Simba, you can see there is an internet connection over there, Cat5 connection. Right. So this is the Cat5 connection cable over there, which is only connected. How this coming? So my guests are on this remote location. They are coming for that into the Wi-Fi. So this is my Wi-Fi device, which has got internet connection, and my guest has also got internet connection. They are coming with the NDI. So now over here you can see this is the UI of the Simba. So my video input is coming from the different guests on the Simba. You can see the camera one, camera two. I will do switching from there. Can you do the switching from the Simba? Okay. So now you can see my camera. Camera one is for the from the studio. Camera one. Yes. So camera. This is camera one. You can see over there. Then camera two, which is my guest. 2 and 3 are my guests from a different location. All this input are coming in Simba. So how this is coming? With the Wi-Fi device. So now what this is Wi-Fi device is connected to Simba. So my input are coming from my different location, what Cat5. In the studio, I need internet connection. And this is connected to the Simba system, network 5, Cat6 cable. You can see on the back side, Cat6 cable. So this is my Cat6 cable. Where is Cat6 cable? Okay, so this is my connected to Cat6 cable. Okay, so now what we discussed that in the last Sunday meeting. My video, multiple location video will come into single NDI cable, NDI signal, and all number of cameras guests I have, which will come into my Simba system over here, and this is connected. Here in the system, we have connected one more client system on the left hand side. So now what we are doing, what we discussed last Sunday. Now we are showing we have got two people. Two people means we recommended two people. That one guy is operating Simba system. So one guy is operating Simba system, and second guy will focus of streaming basically from the client system. So what is the client system? Client system is also connected with the Cat5. So you can see here my system. So my two output. So I have got one input and two output. One output is connected to my Simba system, and second, my Cat5 cable, Cat6 cable, 5 or 6 cable connected to the client system. So both system, or client system and my standard system, are connected to the network. Now in the Simba, you can see all input, individual input are coming. So my all input are individual coming, and I am doing switching from Simba. Can you cut and play the effects? Dono jan ka? So I can do the transaction from Simba like switcher. So I can show individual person from different location coming into the Simba system, and going out from the Simba system. And now we are ready to go on air. So this is exactly the connection diagram of how we do multiple guests taking from the different location and do the live basically. So I hope you understand the how the input coming from the different location in a case number 1. So I will just once again I will show you the my case number 1. So it will be very clear. I'm sharing the screen. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? Great. So this is my case 1. So the case number 1. Last Sunday we have given the demo. I have different location, different guests basically. All these guests are coming from NDA, coming into Simba. So how they come? Internet connection and going over here. So this is very clear. You have any question about the case 1, a connection diagram? Anybody has got any doubt about the case 1 connection diagram? Anybody has any question? I hope everybody is clear. If you have a question, you can raise. So we can go for next. If you have my question, kindly go ahead. Any question you can chat if you want. You can chat. Now we can go for the next one. Basically, how we can go for the next one now. So this is my case number 1. So very clear. Now I will show you the case number 2. What is my case number 2? So let's go to the share my slide. I'm going to the next slide. Okay, so you can see my next slide. So case number 1, we are discussed about that. Whole guests are coming from the Wi-Fi and going over here, which is we are clear. So now we are going for the next one. Okay, case number 2, we will go now. Okay, so now before we go to the case number 1, case number 2, I will explain to you what is the speed is required and what the setting is required. Okay, so now we will show how the YouTube, Facebook, and Zoom to be done. So now in the Simba, you need to do the setting, resolution setting. How you need to do resolution setting basically. Okay, so in Simba you need to do the setting. How the setting has to be done. This is the basic diagram of the Simba. That generally in the Simba, I will show you how it be happen. So because most of the customer they are watching on mobile phone or a laptop. So always you need to set 16:9 ratio. Otherwise you will get the black. If you set on 4:3, you will get the back. So in the Simba, you have to set the resolution and the bit rate. So what is the bit rate? I will explain the bit rate later on. First, I will show you the setting. How you can do streaming on YouTube from the Simba. So I will share my screen of the Simba. So you will get idea. So I will stop my screen and I will take you to the studio and how we do from the Simba system, YouTube, Facebook, and Zoom. Right. So we have in the studio, Mr. Mehul is there. So let's Mehul will explain you about how this.
Hello.
So I'm sharing the screen. Simba screen.
Hello. In Simba, we have.
Sorry, before we go there, everybody know that, Mike. Okay. So on the left-hand side, you can see on the left-hand side, this is a UI of the Simba. Last time we have given display. We will not go into detail. So left-hand side, you know the effects panel where you have 1,000 for more than 5,000 transactions. The below that you have a switcher, so you can do switching between any camera you have. Right-hand side is a playout module, and the below right more we have got four you can say DDR. So you have two graphics and two DDR. Above that you have a multi-viewers and the audio mixer basically. And above that, you have a PGM output and the recording setup. And right inside, you have a streaming options. So now you can do the streaming on the right hand side. How we will discuss over there. So on the left, you can see on the multi-viewer, you can see input is coming from the camera, left multi-viewer. So first camera is coming from camera, second and third camera are coming from the guests. They are from the different location. And here in the Simba, we are getting individual input. So how the individual input got, you are very clear. Now we'll show you how to do the stream and what you need to do from the Simba, same system, how you can do YouTube or Facebook. So Mr. Mehul will be explaining you how you can do YouTube and Facebook streaming from here.
To stream in YouTube, you need a YouTube stream key that you get from your YouTube account. Your YouTube account, you have to go to option Go Live. Then your YouTube account will open. In this, here you will find stream URL that you have to copy and you have to paste in Simba. Simba streaming setting. Then you have to copy stream key. This is stream key. You have to paste in Simba. Here you can set the resolution and bitrate depending upon your network. After doing setting, you can just start streaming.
And the streaming will be ready. So the concept is,
वीरेंद्र सर आवाज नहीं आ रहा है, म्यूट है माइक आपका.
Okay, so in Simba, sorry, my mic was mute, fortunately. Okay, I will repeat it. So you need to take care very carefully about the Simba. What setting you want. You need to set the resolution, 16:9 ratio. Then number 2, what bitrate. Why you need bitrate? What is the bandwidth you have for the YouTube stream? Approximately 3 Mbps to 4 Mbps. Good quality. You need bandwidth for each channel. I will explain you in the detail later my presentation. But in the Simba setting for the YouTube, how you need to do very clear, set the resolution, bitrate, and whatever the link you have, copy and just start the link. You are ready to go YouTube streaming. Very, very simple. So this is the biggest benefit of the Simba Live product, is very user friendly, very flexible. Now let's go to the Facebook. How can you do in the Facebook? So maybe we'll explain you about the Facebook.
First, I will stop the YouTube streaming. Now YouTube streaming is stopped. Then I will go to my Facebook account. In Facebook account, you have to select live video. Live video, you have to select stream using key. Here is my key URL. First, I will copy my URL and I paste in YouTube setting, streaming setting. Then I will copy my stream key and I will paste. Then I will start streaming. Within few seconds, it will start in Facebook.
So the concept is again Facebook streaming is very simple. You can do in Simba Live either YouTube or a Facebook in this version. Next version, you can do YouTube and Facebook simultaneously from the Simba itself. But what we suggest, if you want to do from the same system, you can do it. But our suggestion is to do from the client system, because I told you that right now we are doing because we have multiple guests coming from different location on NDI signal, through the NDI signal, and we want to do streaming YouTube, Zoom, Facebook simultaneously. So what we recommended to use the client system, and from client system you do that. My people, my person can be do focus. Switcher editor guy will focus only on editor. Rest can be done by a different system. So now I will show you how you can do from the client system, because the Simba support NDI input and NDI output. My client system also is connected in a network with Simba. basically, right? So let's see how we can go there. And I will now share the client system through the mobile. I will show you, so you will understand how it works basically. So now you can see.
We have one software called Virtual Cam that can be available from Ndi Tools. This is software, Ndi Virtual Input. We have to start this software.
This software you need to install in a client system, which is available. Last PPT we have cleared this. You can download this from the net, and which is available. Right.
After that, you have to select the Ndi source. We have Ndi source called Simba out 1, Ndi 1. That is output of our mixer Simba.
So because of both system are network based, so video output from Simba is coming through the NDI. Right? Okay.
In camera, you have to select new tag Ndi video. This is for the video. That's when you select, you can see here is the output is come. And for audio, you have to select new tech audio.
Okay, good. So once you select the audio and video input in the Simba, so you get the audio video output from the Simba into the client system. So now you got the output, and now you want to do the streaming. So streaming is the same facility. You can do multiple streaming from the client system same time. YouTube, Zoom, Facebook, simultaneously. So how? Same process. Yes, go ahead.
You have to open Facebook site. I am sharing my screen.
So this is the client system screen. We have shared the client system screen. What we need, he will explain you.
You have to open Facebook. Then you have to select live video. Here you have to select use camera. Then you have to select NDI video. As soon as you select NDI video, input will come here.
On the right hand side, can you see?
1 minute. Selecting the input. Now the input is selected, NDI1. Then you can just go live. It will be go live. As soon as you can go live, it will be go live.
Right. So like this, very simple from the client system. So client system is managed. Client system is managed by the client system, and from client system you can do Facebook, YouTube, Zoom, all multiple software you can put in client system, and the client system can be handled from there directly on the screen, basically. So this is from the client system. Anybody has a question about the client system?
Yes, sir. There's one question from Egypt from Mr. Sharif.
Right. Yes.
There are two questions basically. One is he's asking, can I connect my mobile to the Zoom right now? And
Yes.
his second question is
His mobile or mobile from here?
his mobile camera. If he
Okay.
switch on the camera, then can we see the camera on Zoom right now?
Yes, you can.
And
You
the
can.
second thing is what is the client system?
Any system you can use for the client, number one. All right. Main thing, you need both systems should be network. I will show you once again. Can you show the camera? Both system, how it is connected?
His question is like, what is the purpose of this client system in short?
Yes, I will explain what is the purpose of the client system. First, you understand why we need two systems. two system is preferable. You can do from the one system also, because when you do live, multiple camera, multiple input is coming. So better another guy can control what kind of system you want for Zoom on air. So which camera you want input, output. If some guest is not connected, then you need to show the pictures. There are so many items when we do the live. That is the reason we recommended two system, but you can do in single system also. Now, number two, if you can you Sarif, can you switch on your camera, video camera, so we can show you in the live, basically. So Mr. Sarif, anybody can connect the camera, so we can show the live. Maybe Sarif, you can switch on your camera, or Mr. Deepak, you can switch on your camera, and we can show you the live. If anybody is there from the audience, I can show you as an input. Can anybody can do any camera, switch on the camera? Those who have good bandwidth. Okay, so Mr. Deepak is here now. He is in a different location. You can see the Deepak is in different location, right? So now we want this person as the input, because he's in different location. Doesn't matter, because can you show Mehul Deepak picture? Okay, so from the client system, Mr. Can you show Mehul client system? Mehul he's doing as an input, because we have multi people, and I want out of that people one guy I want as an input. Basically, you can see what Mehul is doing. In the client system, he has got many big cameras coming. So he has selected Mr. Deepak as a output, and he has taken as an input. So now let's take the output. Mehul, can you take the output? On the screen, PGM. Okay, so now he is on the screen. You can see. So Deepak is a one camera, part of the one camera as an input, and we can do this item with the Simba live, because we can take any input. Can you play effects from here? You can do any input, any effects. Now you can see I'm just showing this play effects के साथ play कर दो जन का camera. So you can see now all the transaction layers, graphics, and Deepak picture is coming as the input. So you can do wonders with this one, because this is exactly the solution. What are we looking for, basically, for a live event? Because this product is multiple event, not only for wedding. You can use for wedding, for event, sports, a product launch, seminar, workshop, education, multiple event, and you need so many facility for that. And this is exactly is a complete solution what the client want, basically. Be careful, the audio video is always synchronized, so you don't have to worry about that. Deepak, I hope this both question is solved, or you want to repeat any questions?
As of now, no. If Mr. Sharif is asking any other question, then I will get back to you. Thank you.
Yeah, anybody wants to ask any question, then we go for the phase 2, case number 2. So we have a couple of case. So right now what we have done, we have given you the presentation of the case 1. So case 1 is clear, how the connection happened. We have multiple guests, multiple location, and they are coming from the NDI. We are not using any hardware in this current situation on case number 1. And we are doing YouTube, Facebook, and Steam Live. Is this clear? Now, what we have done on the case number 1 is very clear. I'm showing my PPT as a full screen, so you will be much comfortable. Okay. So now we say about the bandwidth. So what do you mean by bandwidth? So we discuss about the setting, what you need to do setting. So in the YouTube setting, in the Simba, right? What setting you want, bitrate and resolution. Based on this resolution, you need to select according the best resolution, 1280 by 720. It means half HD is okay. You don't need to go for full HD, because everybody is watching on mobile or laptop, suppose. But if you want good quality, example, you want better quality, then what you need to do, you can select 1920 by 1080. A 50 frame or 25 frame you can. Bitrate, whatever best bitrate you select, you can see we have given the example here. So what bitrate you can select? Example, for a good quality of the video, what we discussed, that 3 Mbps each streaming. So example, you want to do YouTube streaming, you need approximately 4 Mbps line. For half resolution, 1280 by 720, half HD. If you want to do full HD, the progressive 1980 by 50, then you need approximately double than this bitrate of each streaming. Suppose you are doing simultaneously on Zoom, you need 4 Mbps line on half HD, 25 Mbps. If you want same time YouTube also, then you need 4 Mbps plus 4 Mbps line, so 8 Mbps line. You are doing same time on Zoom, then you need 4 Mbps, 4 Mbps, and 4 Mbps for Zoom for this resolution, this bitrate. If you go for a better resolution, you need more bandwidth. So you have to take care about what bandwidth you have, and based on that, you need to select the resolution, right? And this is ideally for the what bandwidth you require. So let's go to the case number 2. Now, because we have this product is designed for multiple event. So example, many event we have only physical camera, and we want to do YouTube, Facebook, and social media live directly. So what equipment do you require, and how the connection will be happen? So I will just come back to this one. What you need, ready? So let's start. I will show you. Take to the studio on my connectivity. So now again for case number 2. So let's go to the case number 2. Ready? Okay. So now case number 2. You can see in the Simba system. You need hardware, because you can see the card here. Physical card we have put, which can be Blackmagic or something else. Simba or Blackmagic or Aja or anybody. You need hardware. Depends upon what kind of hardware you have. So here you can see we have an input from the camera here. So in the studio, I have a camera input here. So this is my camera. Can you see camera? Can you take the camera here? Output. Yeah. So this is my camera. I have taken the camera input as an input. Connected camera into the Simba. Right. This is my case number 2. So if you have 2 camera or 4 camera, you can go up to 6 camera physically. And this is connected to the Simba. All the input will be coming from the camera. So can you do fine? So this is coming from the camera. So this is case number 2. And from here, you can do YouTube or Facebook streaming. For that, you need what you need to do on the Simba. Go to the settings, stream setting. Go to the Simba setting. And you select the what setting you want. YouTube, Facebook, or Zoom. Mobile upar le. Right. This is very clear. Case number 2. Is there any question about case number 2? If case number 2, I will once again repeat. In case number 2, have a look carefully. We are using physical camera. It means you need hardware in a system. So you need compulsory any card in a system. Depends how many input you want. In case number 2, because we are using physical camera. Case number 1, we are not use any camera. So you don't need any hardware. But case number 2, you need any Blackmagic, Aja or X hardware. And then you can use this one. Now we go for case number 3. Any question about case number 2 connection diagram, Deepak, or any question? You can chat.
No, sir.
If you have any question, chat.
Right now, there are no questions. Only Mr. Sharif was asking how we can have Android input as a NDI source.
I will show you. I will show you now, which is exactly the case number 3. So now we can see the case number 3. We have multiple video camera. It means physical camera. Number 2. Then we have Android or iOS mobile in my location, and I have a drone camera. Right? This is my case number 3. And I want all this input in my Simba system, and I want to do YouTube, Facebook, and social media, Zoom or any application live. So what you need and how much how you need a connection here first, right? So let's ready over here, long shot, thoda piche ja. Here, okay, either. Okay, so now I will show you, take you in the studio. So what you need in studio. So what in the studio case number 3, because in the case number 3, I have mobile and drone camera, and I want to connect in the Simba with physical camera. So here you can see I have used the mobile camera here. You can see my studio. This is my mobile camera. Okay. Now what is this? This is connected over here in Simba. How? Have a look with Wi-Fi device. So I have a Wi-Fi device here. So this is my Wi-Fi device because I have a mobile camera here. So I don't need internet connection. Be careful. I don't need internet connection because we are case number 3. Why? Because my mobile also in the same location in Simba, right? So I don't need internet connection. In my mobile, whether it's Android or iOS, I need software, which is free software, which is given the presentation last week, which is a NDI output. So my mobile will give the NDI output. It will go to my Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi is connected to Simba, and you can see by this is camera 1. Cut karo the switch kar. So can you move camera? So this is, see, my mobile camera is moving. Move fast, little fast. So this is my mobile input coming from the studio, right? Can you show? Can you move, Mehul? So you can see my mobile is moving from there, which is connected to my Wi-Fi system in the studio. You can see over here. And this is connected with a network cable to the Simba. So in the bottom, you can see it is connected. So I have a physical camera, live camera is a hardware, and my NDI, matlab Cat5 cable is coming from my Wi-Fi device. And I will get as an input in my Simba system. And I can do switching. Can you do switching in the Simba system? So I move the mobile. So my mobile is moving. I'm cutting the mobile and live camera and switching directly. Deepak, this is my case number 3. I have a physical camera. So have a look carefully, case number 3. So my case number 3, look carefully. I have a physical camera. I have Android in the same location and drone in the same location. Then you don't need internet connection. If you have in the same location, you don't need internet connection. You need only Wi-Fi device. Is this clear, Deepak? How this happened? You need hardware for physical camera, and for drone, you need Wi-Fi device. Nothing else. No internet connection. Deepak.
Okay, sir.
Now we will go for case number 4. This is a new last case, which is combination. What is combination? I have a guest in different location, right? I have a physical camera in one location. I have a drone also connected, drone and mobile in the same location. So, and all this I want to talk together. So this is exactly a combination of everything. So for that, what you need? So again, I will take you to the studio. What you need for that? So now here, be careful. I have multiple system from the location. It means this guest should have either Zoom or Google Meet or anything in their mobile. They should be connected into the cloud. And I will get the NDI input in my system. How I will get? So let's take to the system. Okay. So now here you can see that. Now, if you have a guest in a remote location, you need Wi-Fi device and internet connection. Be careful. You need now internet connection. Why? Because my guests are in a different location. So for that, my guests also need internet connection, and wherever you have a Simba, you need internet connection, because my guest video is coming from NDI, is coming to my Simba, and Simba is connected. My network is connected to Simba 1, and you can see my guest is coming from the remote. Can you switch? Can you switch from the switcher? So you can see this is my guest from the different. Uttam, Mr. Salim Sheikh is our CTO. Uttam is another location, and we are sitting in the office in the studio. So these are coming from the different location. It means they need internet connection. Number 1, drone. Can you show the switch to the drone? Mehul, switch to the drone from the Simba. Okay. So this is from mobile. This is coming from the mobile. Switch to the mobile over there. Switcher. Right. Okay. So you can see on my cam. Can you move the camera? Yes. Fine. Okay. So I have in the studio where I have Android phone or a drone, which is also connected into my drone is connected in my Wi-Fi device. So internet also is going into my Wi-Fi device, and drone also is going into here, and both will get NDI signal. And NDI signal is going into the Simba by network cable. And network cable, I will select what input which camera I want in camera 1 or camera 2, camera 3, which we have given you how to set the input. So when you start the software, you need to select what input you want, mobile or guest 1, guest 2, NDI, which is in last Sunday's seminar we have given the display. We are not showing right now. And now when it is the input is ready, I can do streaming, YouTube, Facebook, and the social media directly. Now, so this is my case number 4. Any question what I need? I have a multiple guest, drone or mobile and physical camera. I am doing mixing of all this as an individual input in Simba, and I am doing YouTube, Facebook, and the local system same time. And this is exactly the Simba is the next generation low-cost professional online switcher. Do you have any question? Please, because today is a practical. We are showing you live. It's not recorded video, because otherwise you will not understand how this can be worked over there. So please ask any question. Anybody has any question? Mr. Sarif, Mr. Rupesh, Mr. Tufik, anybody has got any question, please ask the question. You can write down or you can speak.
Hi, sir.
How to connect Android mobile phone as a camera input through the NDI.
Mr. Sharif,
we have already given this, right?
Sir, Mr. Sharif is now on the mic, so he is asking a question directly.
Yes, Mr. Sharif.
I wanted to thank you for this demonstration. It is great. I wanted to know how to set up an Ndi source in the application launch screen. How to set up Ndi source.
Okay.
I want to do it.
Okay. He wants to see in Simba splash screen, how do we select NDI receiver and then the NDI input sources?
So input selection, right?
Input selection and how to set up the parameters needed to receive NDI stream.
Yes. So I will show you now. Okay. So okay, I will share my Simba system here. I will share my Simba system screen. Have a look carefully. Okay. So I will share my Simba system now. Can you share it? Yes. So can you share, start the Simba? Okay. Now I will switch off the system software Simba. Now in the Simba system, what you need in the Simba system first? Number 1, Mehul, can you explain one by one?
Let us say I will need to have an NDI source from a camera.
Yes, from the camera. So yes, so camera.
Here,
just an IP cam.
Here it's a NDI receiver in input.
Yes. So once
input.
you start the software. So once you start the software, can you when the software is installed, you can see the screen, Mr. Sarif. Is it okay?
Yes, I know
yes.
this.
Now in the here you have input device selection. Click on that, right? And
yes.
Now you can see, because of your camera is coming from NDI signal. Every camera has a unique ID. If my guests are there sitting in a different location, so I will give if they are coming on Skype, then I have their Skype name in my system. If they are on Zoom, I have my Zoom. If they are into mobile, I have his mobile ID in which I can see here. Once you click over here, have a look. Once you click on that, you will get automatically how many camera devices are connected. You can see over here, Mr. Sarif. Do you see that screen?
Let me continue this. Mehul,
yes.
can you show the video device? Drop down video device. So what we do is, here you can see that we have 6 inputs, and for input number 1, I have clicked on this setting, and the video device, you have decklink. You can see decklink also. Why this decklink is visible here? Because we have physically connected the Blackmagic decklink card for video input and output. So if you want physical camera input, SDI or HDMI, you select this device. But now if you want to have mobile camera input, so you select the NDI receiver.
Yes.
Can you
As,
select the receiver?
as a device. When you select NDI receiver as a device, and when you refresh here in the video in section, you will see all the inputs which are coming via NDI from the same network. So if you now I am also available, so you can see Uttam as a Skype. If you go down little bit, you can see that there is a Uttam as a NDI source coming from Skype. So you just select that source.
So this is you need to select this is you need to select in which camera, which input you want, Mr. Uttam. You need Uttam in one input or you need Uttam in number 2 input. This is the way. If you want mobile in one input, you need to select on first input what input you need. So now go ahead, Mehul. Yes.
So
now
currently
yeah.
we have already defined input number 1 for a particular NDI source. Now we are defining input number 2 for another NDI. So it will be Uttam. Now you can see my name also appears besides the input 2 section. So likewise, we can select up to 6 NDI sources and we can start the session. So when we start Simba application, on the multi-viewer or on the switcher, you will see input number 1 and input number 2 as your input sources.
Mr. Sarif, is it understand how to select the input? How we can take the NDI?
One small explanation, one small.
Yes,
how these options, the different NDI sources, what I need to do so these options appear within the application. What application do I need to install on my system?
Okay.
Uttam,
You need
Uttam, I think you show it from Skype. Uttam, I think you show it from Skype first, like how you are enabling the NDI and all. I think that will clarify Mr. Sharif's doubt.
Okay, let's Mehul, let's show them the NDI tools first, which we have installed. So we can close this application or you can minimize whatever. So in the Simba software, in the Simba machine, we will have to install NDI tools. So you can simply download NDI tools from the Nutex website. We will also share you the link for that. And
Yes.
you just, when you download the NDI tools, you will get all these options like.
Uttam, we are showing one by one. Uttam, we are showing one by one.
Okay.
You can explain.
So from this website, when you go down below on this page, you will see the NDI tools. So here you can see NDI Studio Monitor, NDI Scan Converter, NDI Virtual Input. So mainly we are going to use the NDI Virtual Input and we just download this. So when we download, once we download, you will see on the on your startup, you can see on the application startup. Mehul, can you show all those icons which appear on the Windows Start?
Now I understand. This application Ndi Tools, when I need to set up to receive all the sources from local network or from the internet, and it will make them available for Simba on my system.
Yes,
you are right, Mr. Habis.
It is useful.
Sarif, you are right.
It is useful for taking NDI input, and also it is useful for sending Simba output to other NDI devices.
So, Mr. Sarif, if you have a two system, client system also, you need both system. In both system you need.
Now I understand. Thank you.
Absolutely clear.
Yes. I didn't know this information that I need NDI tools to do this. I didn't have this information.
This one we have given the presentation is last Sunday workshop in a detail.
I didn't catch it early.
No problem. We are here for you. Yes.
I'm sorry.
Sir,
right? Is this Mr.
Can we explain also about the Zen router or something which Mehul was telling last time?
Mehul, can you show the what is Zen router and how it works, Mike?
Okay, there is as you can see in this version of Simba Live, we have one limitation that you have to select all the NDI sources at the beginning before you start the application, because once you start the application and when your application is executed, you don't have any option to change the sources. For example, you can see that input 2 is my Skype source. Once the Simba Live application starts, you cannot change my source and put it to input number 4.
Can you
So
show that?
so to do that, what we do is, this is a Zen Ndi Router. This is a free software tool, which is basically a router, and this will also take your now we are showing you how to download, from where you can download the Ndi Router tool. So the name is Zen Ndi Router. It's absolutely free. You can download this. So this is actually a matrix switcher or a router. So it can have, since Simba supports 6 inputs, you can literally give up to 64 inputs as NDI into this. And the output from this Zen router, you can switch and send it to Simba. So Simba's particular input. Now I will show you here. Now the third input, we will select NDI receiver, and for third input, we will select the router. We will select the Zen router as third input, right? Okay, so router out A. So we are taking the input of router into Simba's input number 3. Now what is going to happen? So we are starting the application. Note one thing, input number 3 is input of Zen router. So on the multi-viewer, on the input previews of this application interface, you will see the third input is this camera, okay, of Mr. Viren Satra, you are seeing. Now here, I can select any NDI source, right?
Great. Now we can have more than 6 sources at one time.
Yes,
exactly.
you are right.
Exactly.
You can use any input as a switcher.
And also you can shuffle, you can do the matrix switching just right from here. Mehul, you need to select B3. Yeah, B3, you need to select B3. B3, B for Bombay, 3. Your output is
इनपुट 1 वाले में आई थिंक चेंज करना है, जो A1 B1 वाला है ना, आई थिंक वहां से चेंज हो रहा है शायद।
स्विचर में चेंज करो, स्विचर में अपना 3 मेहुल भाई, मेहुल सर, सिम्बा में सिम्बा।
So anyway, this will work as a router. So example, you have, because Simba has got only 6 inputs and you have 10 inputs. So out of 10 inputs, you want to give any input, you can use this switcher, router. This can be used in a client system also. If you have a true system, you can use in client system also and it will work. So this is exactly the benefit of NDI source, basically. Mr. Sarif, is this clear?
Yes, Mr. Satra. Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, all of you guys. Thank you. Guys, okay. So this is this was a last case for. I will share my screen basically now once again. So this was the last case for where you have any. You can use physical camera, you can use mobile or drone, and you can use multi-location, multi-guest. All can become in NDI. We can do switching, NDI and real camera also. We can do switching, YouTube, Facebook, Zoom simultaneously. And this is exactly the new technology of what we have. If you have a physical camera, of course, you need hardware. If you don't have physical camera, if you have only NDR signal, you don't need any hardware. So keep in mind, this is a next generation item. The biggest thing, the product is new. This all you can do with the new update software will give you, number one. Number two, you need to practice, because this is a completely very new experience for all the users. So you have to, once you need to take a training, once you buy the product, we'll give the complete training in detail, and you can do the practice and be ready for the next coming season. And you can give customer new item, and you can charge more to the client. Client don't know anything about this. How will you do it? If you are a new guy and you want to do the event, you can charge so much money because nobody knows how to do this. So we will teach you that this technology can support you about what we have basically, right? Number one, this is a new product is coming from the Monarch next end of the month. This end of the month, Monarch Net Mix. This is a new product, can give you the stable bandwidth for live streaming. Example, you are in a one wedding hall or event hall, and you don't get the internet connection over there. Then you can use this product for the live streaming, because in this product, you can connect the multiple SIM card of the mobile SIM card. Suppose you have a very good network of Vodafone or any mobile, and you can put multiple SIM card in the laptop or any computer. This is connected to your live switcher, Simba or any switcher. If you want a physical input, you can use as HDMI converter. And so here, what you will get unlimited stream. You will get better bandwidth. So you will get better bandwidth because you have a multiple card, and every card has got some limitation of the bandwidth. So you can put multiple your SIM card into the computer, and you can do streaming from here. And it's a very user friendly. You can do YouTube, Facebook, Zoom, same time from this system with internet connection. So this is the new product is coming from the next end of this month, basically. So, and one more product is coming for education. Brand new product is coming low cost for the education market, which is virtual classroom system. How will we show? One is coming in the next month, not this month, coming in the next month. So we'll update you. So right, if you have any question, ask, because of rest is done. This is the NLE system. Everybody knows. I don't need to discuss about the NLE. It's one of the best wedding offline video mixer, revolution product. You can do the full wedding mixing in offline in a few minutes. By very new update is come 8.1 version, which is revolution. I need you to see the demo, and once you use it, you will be surprised how it will work. Right. So great. That's all our workshop seminars, which is continuous. This one. This is our WhatsApp number. If you have any queries, you can put on the WhatsApp to us. This is our mobile number for our team. Any queries, you can call to them. And this is our Facebook and YouTube link. Join to our Facebook, YouTube account. You have a lot of videos, training videos, workshops, seminars, which we do regularly. Great, guys. Now once again, question answer. Any question answer, please ask. Any question answer. Otherwise, we will be closed for a day. I really thanks all of you joining from long, from Egypt, from Sri Lanka, from India, every location. I really thanks all of you, guys. Mr. Hasarif or Mr. Rupesh, Mr. Mujahid, any question, please go ahead. Mic is open for you. You can speak or you can chat. Anything you want. If you can't speak, you can chat. Any question from the YouTube, Facebook? Any question, guys?
No, sir. As of now, there are no other questions.
Right, guys. So we will pack for a day. Thanks all of you for joining us for a live demo for a Simba live product. It's a best product in the world. Very, very user friendly, and a huge 3D effects transaction regularly for a different events, for education, for sports, for many events. I really thanks for joining all of you, and see you soon, and wish you all the best. The product is already shipping started. Right, ready, grab it, start the practice, and do for the ready for the next season.